Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, Managing Partner with Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have Joseph Loughran, our Marketing Vice President, and then, of course, we have our special guest speaker, Rob Webb, who is our VP from Sagicor Life. And as you know, especially for those of you that have been with us for a while now, we are huge on the technology side. So anything to do with faster underwriting, more streamlined platforms, CRM, e-policy delivery, e-applications, we are at the forefront, okay? And as you've also seen for a while, is we're written up in a lot of the magazines for e-policy delivery pilot agencies, or basically we're at the forefront with any CRM tools or automated agency platforms. So we're real big on that side, and we believe that you have to combine the old school thinking to be successful in the life insurance world. And you have to base everything on relationships, great service, face-to-face building relationships or over the phone, but you also need to utilize the latest technology to be successful as a life insurance agency today. So you have to wear two hats, like I always say. One is looking at your day-to-day practice, and the second hat is constantly looking into the future to see what's coming down the pipeline so you could be one step ahead of your competition. And that goes for us as an IMO, you as an agent, okay, or even at the carrier level. So that's exactly what Sagicor has done with this latest advancement in underwriting technology. It is awesome, okay? So we'll dive into the next slide here. I don't want to take up too much time, but we try to pick the best products, platforms, carriers, sales concepts to talk about on our weekly webinars. And Sagicor, with this new underwriting platform, is literally light years ahead of the competition. So we wanted Rob to talk to all of our agents about the new platform, some of the products that go along with it, and what Sagicor has to offer and why they're unique in this space. So great stuff to come. Take out a pen and paper, jot down any questions or notes that you might have, and then we can visit by phone call or email and get all of those questions answered. I'm going to just talk about some of the program highlights and the products that are available without stealing any of Rob's thunder. Joe's going to show you some sample rates and how they stack up against the competition, and then we're going to introduce Rob. So we'll run for just a few minutes here, and then Rob will take it from there. So just a few of the highlights. As you've seen in the past, any time there's a underwriting advantage, let's say non-medical underwriting or a let's say maybe a week turnaround time or even a day turnaround time, in the past, the client pays for that by paying additional premium. So basically, the less involvement on the underwriting side, the more premium the client pays. It's that simple. Okay, so what Sagicor has done is the complete opposite. They have made things completely 100 times easier for the client, for you, the agent, and turnaround time is not being jeopardized, and that's what you're about to witness here. Few bullets here. This pays higher commission than traditional paper applications. Usually it's the opposite. Phone sales approved, no face-to-face required. Okay, that's huge. And we always say, especially if you're working our mortgage lead program, okay, you have to be able to sell over the phone and use our e-applications. That especially if the person is 150 miles away and it's a $30, $40 a month premium. So that's big. The illustration fills out the majority of the application, meaning everything is pre-populated into the e-application. There's no tele-interview, paramed exam, or APS needed. They have these very advanced engine rules, okay, that sweeps everything from the MIB, MVR, script checks instantly, all done in real time. And of course, ultimately, that means policies get issued faster, you get paid faster, everybody wins. Some of the available products, okay, in the past, we all know we've been very limited, okay? So with quick underwriting or quick turnaround time, usually you have a final expense product that's priced double of what a fully underwritten product is, but not with this new platform. As you can see below, term up to $400,000 to ages 65, no lapse UL to $400,000 to ages 85, whole life up to age 65 to $250,000. Again, this works great in that final expense market as well, and mortgage protection by using that simplified issue term product. Joe's going to show you some sample rates that we've run. I'm sure Rob's not allowed to share what other companies do or what kind of products or premiums they have, but me and Joe took the liberty to do this upon ourselves. Joe's going to show you exactly what this looks like against some of the other top-rated companies. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what I did actually just minutes before the webinar is I went on CarrieLevinson.com. What we have is once you log in as an agent, you can actually run quotes in real time and kind of see and compare different products. So I used the simplified issue quote engine on the website. For this example, I did a 45-year-old male, $250,000, standard on tobacco. As you can see, Sagicor showed up number 1, and what I highlighted here was the difference in premium between the next available simplified issue carrier, which just happened to be American National. There was a 19% difference. So Sagicor not only has, like Bill mentioned, one of the fastest underwriting programs available, but as you can see, the premiums are phenomenal, especially compared to other underwriting products that sometimes take 3 to 4, even 5 days to get issued. My next slide here is the same exact scenario, but a 45-year-old female, $250,000, standard on tobacco. You see Sagicor is just over $58 per month. The next closest carrier, about 32% increase in premium. So not only is this a great program, but the rates are phenomenal. We can also run universal life on the same quote engine inside the website. You can compare multiple term lengths. So all these quotes and numbers are right at your fingertips. In fact, we have a lot of agents that actually use this quote engine and do a screen share with their client and actually show the client in real time what those different premium rates are. And then you'll be able to go right to the Sagicor website to actually complete the application. So I just wanted to show everybody a quick screenshot of those rates that I ran just 5-10 minutes ago, just to really show how competitive they are.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Okay, so right before we get started here, I'll just mention they are A- rated, okay, which is big. Also, excellent, excellent option, okay, for single premium annuity alternatives. I don't know if Rob's going to touch on that today, but you can call us after and we can dive into that or any illustrations that you need. Also very competitive on the annuity side. After Rob is done, we're going to talk about some of the new annuity additions here at Levinson, and then we'll move into a couple other features at the end of the presentation. So without further ado, I want to introduce our special guest speaker, Rob Webb, our Regional VP from Sagicor Life. Rob?
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Joe. Hey, it sure is a pleasure for me to be here with you folks today. Hopefully you can see my screen all right. We're going to do a little mountain climbing today. So, but I first wanted to say we really, really, really appreciate our friendship and our business relationship with Levinson's. It's a joy to work with great people, and I'm sure you folks out there on the phone have experienced their expertise and their wanting to serve, and so appreciate you guys, and we'll get started on this thing. And Joe, I do appreciate you running those running those comparisons for me. I appreciate that, because like I said, they won't let me do that. So here we go. So we're going to try and show you guys how you can reach new heights with Sagicor Life USA and using the Accelerator feature. Let me show you this video.
Your clients go from first job to first child to empty nester. Wouldn't it be great to have life insurance that's fast enough to keep up with them and their lives? That's why Sagicor Life Insurance Company developed a fast, new, state-of-the-art
Can we
automated...
turn that up just a little bit, Rob?
Underwriting. Our e-application eliminates lengthy phone and in-person interviews, resulting in a much faster application process. With our robust automated rules engine, once the e-application has been submitted, we'll confirm within minutes. With Accelerating, you can cover your clients and their families faster than life comes at them. Sage Term, Whole Life, and No Lapse Universal Life products are available on the Accelerating platform. With Sagicor's Accelerating, write more business in less time and receive your commissions sooner. Faster than the speed of life for your client and you.
I apologize if you guys couldn't hear. I wasn't smart enough to figure out how to turn it up. So basically, it's just a quick overview. You can get to that video via our producer portal. But so we're talking about a robust underwriting engine that's working behind the scenes. But really, it starts with the products. And as you can see, as Bill mentioned earlier, we've got the Sage Term, Sage No Lapse UL, Sage Whole Life. One thing that, Bill, you need to update on your slide there, we have increased that term top limit to $500,000. So now its face amounts from $50,000 to $500,000, $500,000. So we think that's going to be huge for us. We're one of the few people that are so to say, a simplified issue product that's going up that high. Now the No Lapse UL remains at $400. It's $25,000 to $400, and our Sage Whole Life is $25,000 up to $250. Issue ages for, and this is just for the Accelerating, okay? The issue ages are 18 to 65. Issue ages on the No Lapse UL are 16 to 65. It does go up to 85, but anything over 65 years of age is fully underwritten, would need to be fully underwritten. The issue age for the Whole Life, 16 to 65. Here's another differentiator for Sagicor. And I'll go back to those illustrations that Joe ran. You know, if you ran those illustrations, if you ran those illustrations and did the application through the e-app and used in the Accelerating process with Sagicor, pardon me, if either one of those people would have qualified based on the results that we got for preferred, that's right, you heard me right, preferred, they would have automatically gotten preferred pricing. So here you got a simplified issue product, non-med product that offers preferred pricing. I mean, you just don't see that out there. So all of our products, all these three products offer those same 5 risk classes. The term has a conversion program available. The No Lapse UL has built-in lapse protection, and the Whole Life has guaranteed level premiums. There is some inherent benefits in each of the products, some optional benefits available, and as you can see below, we've got brochures, quick views, and product guides for each one of those products. So that's where it all starts. It starts with those products. Those are 3 solid products. Pricing, as you've just witnessed by Joe's previous slides, it's right on target, and you know, you guys really ought to be taking a look at Sagicor. So we're making our way up this mountain. The way this thing starts is you're going to do an illustration, and at the end of that illustration, you're going to have an opportunity to click where it says there the application button. And if you click that, it's going to give you a prompt that you have to save that illustration. So you'll click that Save button. There'll be a drop-down menu, and it'll walk you through how to save that illustration. You basically, most people just use the name, client name, and save it. You can use whatever you want. And then what happens is you get the, it'll open up the e-application, and this is the face page of the e-application. And if you look up in the upper left, you'll see what Bill was talking about. This is just, we just opened up this application, and already 78%, as you can see up there in the top in red on the left, 78% of the form has already been completed. You've got, you'll notice green navigation arrows on either side. That'll let you go forward or backward through this application. And that's really all you need to know about that. Here's what the first page looks like, or the first page of the actual application. And you'll see that there's some yellow boxes with information already in. That's the information that came from the illustration. It's the red boxes that you guys need to be concerned about when you're filling out this application. Anything that has a red highlighted box, you have to put information in. And you'll know when you're done with a page if you look up here at the upper right. You'll see a red speech bubble. That's just indicating that there's still something on this page that needs to be completed. You get that done, then it's going to look like this. You'll notice that now there's 84% of the contract is done, or the application is done, and the speech bubble is gone. So you know you're done with that page. So you click your navigation arrows and keep moving your way through the policy. Once you've got all the pages of the form entry done, you'll notice up here at the top again, the meter shows you at 100% for this part of the process. So your form entry is complete. You also get this box that pops up that says your entry has met the requirements, and you may enter more data, or you can continue. Basically, you're just going to continue, and that's going to activate the signatures tab up at the top, and so you can go in the signatures portion. What you'll find here is you're going to have an opportunity, or you're going to offer an opportunity to your client to either use e-signature or decline e-signature. Now, one thing I need to say, excuse me one second. One thing I need to say is that one of the prerequisites for being able to use Sagicor's e-application process is your client has to have an active email address. Okay? Now, if they don't have an email address, that's not a stopper. You can help them create their own email account. It takes about 2 seconds to do, but they need to have an active email account because that's how they're going to sign the application. So if you decline it, then the e-application at that point will be stopped, and you'll have to print the e-application and then collect the signatures manually, or as they say, wet signatures at that point. So that's how that works. Obviously, you're going to, if you've got them to go through that process, they're probably going to go ahead and sign it. So here's this the second signature page, and you'll notice that there's a tab for the insured and a tab for the agent. Both of you are going to have to review and sign this policy. Okay? So what happens is you pick, whichever button you pick. I think I picked, yeah, here's the client's signature. So the opportunity then is to sign it now or to send an email. If you're talking to them over the phone, you're going to click send an email. And what will happen is as soon as you click that, you'll notice that, well, here, let's go to the next page. Yeah, let's back up. So as soon as you click that, send an email, the system's going to automatically send an email to you, the producer, and to the proposed insured. And there'll be a link there, and they'll be able to go through this process that we're going to get ready to walk through here. So that link, now this one says agent signature. Both the agent and the client has to go through the same process. But what you have there is you have your those 4 bars at the top, and what you need to do is, and then down below you'll have the actual application. This is the first tab is the Sagicor Simplified Issue Application. It gives you an opportunity to review that. The client will have that opportunity, and you will also have that opportunity. And then you can check the box saying that I have reviewed and agreed with the terms expressed in this document, and then you'll go to the next page. And you'll work your way through all those tabs until they all have the green check mark beside them, and then you'll click the button that says Sign. At that point, you'll get a screen. Again, it's the same for the agent or the client. As you're typing in your name at the top, this guy's name is Johnny on the spot. As you type it in up there, it actually comes in the signature page. If you're using a tablet that has a touch screen and you're with the client, they can actually sign it with their finger in that spot. So that's available as well. You click the I consent button, and for all intents and purposes, you're good to go. Now, let me back up and show you one thing here. If you look at the top, it looks like you're only halfway through because number 3 is a review section. You'll have to go to that review section, and basically what that is we do business with some broker-dealers, and they have to review, they have to have a manager review any sale of an agent. So we had to put that in there for those folks. But if you click on that, when you finish the, you click the consent, it'll activate that review tab. You click on that and you can bypass the review, and it'll take you to the finalize. And basically finalizing is just, you know, saying, okay, you guys sure you want to do this? Click the button and it goes. Now what Bill mentioned up front is probably the most exciting thing about this thing is once you use this accelerating process, you're going to get your underwriting decision in 1 to 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, it's minutes. And you'll get a notification up on your screen, and it'll tell you that it was approved and either approved as applied for or approved as you know, if you entered standard and they qualify for preferred, they're going to get preferred pricing. Okay, so that's really the big deal about this product, about this process. So we're going to review here. You're going to complete the illustration, and remember you need to save it. It won't let you advance. You don't have to remember it. It'll tell you. You're going to launch the e-app, fill in those red boxes, sign the e-app, both you and the insured, finalize and submit, and then you'll get the underwriting decision in minutes. A few final details. We do have really drilled down, detailed accelerating webinars scheduled weekly. I understand from Joe that he has those on the Levinson calendar, but I just wanted to tell you that the next one scheduled is May 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's next week. So just know that that's available. This webinar that I took you through is kind of a, I wouldn't say super high level, it's semi-high level. You got a feel for how it works. But on these weekly webinars, they drill down, take you right through the process, and you'll actually see it working. Also, many of you might find this beneficial. Here's something for you to write down. You can take accelerating for a test drive by logging on to our test environment. And the way you do that is you just go to our producer portal login page, and instead of putting in your SLIC number and your password, for a username you'd use test producer, and your password will be Sagicor. It's all lowercase, and that'll open up our test environment. It looks exactly like your own personal portal page, except it doesn't have any of your past business. It's a generic test site. So you can run an illustration from there, and you actually do a mock e-app, and you'll get very comfortable with how the thing works. I would suggest that you do that, especially if you're not familiar or comfortable with using an e-application, or even if you are and you haven't used ours before. That's really something you'd ought to take advantage of. It's our test producer environment. So if you have any questions about any of that, you can always call Levinson's. They are really on top of what's going on here at Sagicor. You can also call our Producer Resource Center. You can reach them at the number there. And guys, we made it to the top of the mountain. And again, you can call us 888-724-4267. Option 2 will get you to the Producer Resource Center. Again, utilize Levinson's. They've got most of the answers for you. And I hope you've enjoyed the little trek up the mountain. Hopefully we can all reach new heights with Sagicor using Underwriting. Joe, that's all I've got, brother.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Great job. And everyone's going to get an email after the presentation, and we'll include some brochures and licensing. Also, we'll talk about the annuity products as well. So along the lines with our annuity division, as you know, Josh Hoffman in our office runs that side. And even if you've never written an annuity before, or let's say maybe you're meeting with a client and you're talking about indexed universal life and maybe 1035 rollovers or tax advantages or penalties, etc., take advantage of Josh. I mean, that's his job. That's what he's here for. He's a CLU, CHFC. He actually worked in the Metropolitan Life competition unit. So his job was to go out and find different life, disability, different annuity products and see how they stack up against Met's products, and hopefully the goal was for them to build a product together. So utilize him. He's a great resource. Okay, I can't stress it enough. So we put together a contest just for the annuity side early of this year, and just an excellent way to make a few extra bucks, take a trip, have your E&O policy paid for, starting at just $100,000 of placed premium. We will give you either $400 cash, or we will pay for the entire year for your $1 million E&O policy. As you can see, every bracket goes up there, 250 to 500. The last bracket is 750,000. We will give you $1,500 cash, or you get to pick from a VIP Vegas vacation or a 4-day cruise. So take advantage of this stuff. This is above and beyond our top paying commission. So just a great way for you to make a few extra bucks here. And if you've never written an annuity before, like I said, call Josh. He will do everything that you need to do except speak to the client for you. So he'll do everything behind the scenes and get you equipped and make sure you know about the annuity that you're presenting. Okay, so moving forward here, Joe is going to talk about our exclusive E&O policy, and then we're rolling out our brand new indexed UL software that will help you sell more indexed universal life products. Joe, you want to take it from here?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So I do want to touch base briefly on the co-op E&O policy that we offer to all Levinson agents. So you can actually see on the bottom of the page here, I've included a screenshot. You can go right to CarrieLevinson.com. Underneath Agent Tools, you'll be able to get to this section. What we've done is we've actually provided a E&O policy. Just starts at $395 a year for $1 million of coverage. What's very unique about this product, you can do the entire enrollment online. There is a discounted price, like I said, of $395, which is about half of what a normal E&O policy costs. This policy does cover B+ or better rated companies, and you can print your certificate instantly. It does cover prior acts as well. So that's available for all active Levinson agents. Again, you can apply right through CarrieLevinson.com. Now, Bill mentioned briefly here our new IUL sales software program. This is something we're rolling out actually on a June 8th webinar. You'll see the invitation in your inbox as early as this week. But basically, what you're seeing here and what we're offering to agents is actually complimentary for any agent that's appointed in writing with our office. Normally, this program does cost about $480 to $500 just to get the subscription. It actually compares qualified, non-qualified 401k, IRA, SEP, and 403b plans to an indexed universal life product. So you'll be able to actually run illustrations, or our marketing team can run those for you with the click of a button, import it right into the sales platform, and actually show the client how that indexed universal life product compares to any of those qualified plans. So it's going to show them a very detailed analysis of the taxes they're going to be paying, the fees, what their income is going to look like, and of course, the death benefit that they're going to be provided with throughout that entire process. So this is hands down one of the simplest yet most advanced software programs that we've seen in our industry, specifically designed to actually help an agent sell an IUL product. What is also neat, which is not shown on the screen, is that this system actually gives you access to different news clips and articles and different things that have been put out throughout the years specifically about index universal life versus any sort of qualified retirement plan. So this is, like I said, hands down one of the best programs I've seen. Definitely stay tuned to that email you'll be receiving that will explain that program in a little bit more detail. You can actually watch a demo and then sign up. Again, if you're working with us as an agent, it's absolutely free to use to actually help you produce more business.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Great stuff there as well. And as you're aware, we try very hard, and I think the proof is in the pudding, to be not just another Me Too life insurance agency that offers great comp, great products, great service. Everything is about value-added proposition and what makes us unique. Okay, yes, we have those three things, but we also need to provide our agents with the tools, sales programs, technology that's going to help you make more sales out in the field. We get that, okay? If you don't write with us, obviously you don't win, we don't win, and the carriers don't win. So we have put together all of these programs for you. Most of them are exclusive, only available to Levinson to make your life easier and ultimately to sell more product. That's the name of the game. And also, number one, we're not asking you to pay for all of this stuff. We're not saying, hey, we have this great sales program, you have to give us $29.99 per month with a year contract. Everything that we offer is complimentary, okay? So that's big. And also keep in mind, this is great to build your own hierarchy. I'm sure you know other agents, okay, or even maybe someone in your neighborhood or networking group that's licensed to sell life, health, and annuity. Okay, what a great story to tell. Hey, we have this complimentary scholarship program or this indexed UL sales tool that will literally do all the selling for you, so you can just take out an application and write the client a policy. Okay, everybody wants to hear more, and they can't go to their local IMO to get this stuff. So why not put them in your hierarchy, sit back, make a 5%, a 20% override, really for doing nothing, just making an introduction. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward here. So the scholarship program we've had for just about 5 years now, and we are today the top IMO for the SAGE Scholarship Program. The reason why, we now have over 10 carriers and 100 products to choose from. That's a first. Okay, so you can choose from disability, critical illness, term, whole life, universal life, indexed universal life, and simply throw in a 1 free-year scholarship to any of our 360 colleges across the country. There's no extra premium. The client's not paying for a more expensive product just to qualify. You're not taking a commission reduction. This is a win-win situation for everybody. Okay, it's a big plus. We actually pay the expense every month to allow our agents to participate in our program. Also, huge, you can give a $500 scholarship to anyone that speaks to you about the program, either on a webinar, over the phone, in person, at a seminar, totally up to you, and they don't even have to purchase a policy from you. You can simply fill out our $500 gift card, hand it over, they get their own online account, and as soon as they refer someone or do a policy review with you, they get an additional 500 points or dollars loaded into their account automatically. So another great way to keep your name in front of these prospects and clients. You really need to learn about the Levinson exclusive scholarship platform. Great stuff here. We put together a turnkey system that's going to help you sell more. Why? Because of that whole value-added concept. You're not just selling insurance anymore. Now you're a college planner, and you're going to help pay for little Johnny or little Susie be able to go to a 4-year college and, of course, insure them or the parents along the way. So another great plus here at Levinson. Okay, moving forward here, we're going to talk about some of our upcoming agent training events. Now, as you know, we pick a live webinar to do every single week. We try to pick a hot new concept or program. And the whole point of this stuff is so you don't have to go out there, surf different websites, find out what's hot in the industry or what's not. We try to do everything for you and wrap it up in a 30 to 45-minute call. So some of these are carrier-sponsored. Most are sponsored by Levinson, and me and Joe are the guest speakers as always. Coming up here on the 24th, 11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to go over the Fidelity Life product suite. On the 26th, Thursday, we're going to dive into the Sagicor annuity portfolio and single premium products. That's at 1 p.m. And then 3 p.m., we have a Disability Sales 101 class. On June 2nd, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going over Indexed Universal Life Sales 101. That's where we're going to dive into the new Agent IUL software program that's going to promise to help you sell more IUL. And we all know the premiums typically in Indexed UL range anywhere from $3,000 to over $100,000. So that's the name of the game. Once you get your arms wrapped around the new software, you can literally turn your laptop around and the program will sell the product for you. It does everything. We even include PowerPoint presentations, client presentations, agent pieces, marketing material, everything built around Indexed UL. It is awesome, I promise you. We've been working on this for months now. We are finally at the point where it's rolling out next week, so we're very, very excited. Okay, as you know, I'm a big motivational guy, and I want to end the call with this. I love to end on a positive note. Think of yourself as a human magnet, constantly attracting what you speak, think, and feel. We all know that positive energy is the name of the game, and your clients, whether in person or through a phone, feel that positive energy. Ultimately, it's going to help you sell more product. Everyone wants to be around a positive life insurance agent. With that said, have a great rest of the week.